everybody, Angie B here. Before I start today's vlog, I just have to point this out and mention this because I've been meaning to talk about this for several vlogs and I keep forgetting because that's me. I have a horrible memory. But check out what my friend and co-worker at the library, Emily Hunt, got me. The most ridiculous romance novel ever written. I don't really know if that's true or not because I've never read it and I don't plan on ever reading it, but just from the title alone, The Very Virile Viking. I find it quite amusing that I own this book now because it's just so absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you read the description on the back and it's just, it's cringeworthy. Anyway, I have to give great props to Emily Hunt for getting this for me because it's a big joke at the library to buy each other ridiculous, the horrible romances or to photocopy the most ridiculous covers we can find and then write love letters from the hero of the book to each other. So this is quite funny. If any of you guys want to actually read this book, let me know. Drop me a line, give me a comment, give me a ring, whatever. I'll totally send it to you. I now own The Very Virile Viking. Woo! Okay, today's vlog topic. Velociraptors. Canada and why Angie B needs to come to Canada. Velociraptors in Canada. Now, I don't know what velociraptors have to do with Canada at all. I mean, apparently Megan said something about there being Toronto Raptors or something, but anyway, talk to Sarah Puxley if you don't understand that. But velociraptors, okay, they're awesome. They're badass. They're the most badass dinosaurs ever, in my opinion. They're my favorite dinosaur ever. First introduced to them in Jurassic Park, where they were frickin' scary as all get out. I had nightmares that the velociraptors were going to open my door and eat me in the middle of the night. I know that the velociraptors in Jurassic Park aren't exactly accurate, that they're smaller than that they weren't as intelligent, that they probably had feathers, but I don't care, because they were awesome in Jurassic Park, and I love the action figures. I happen to actually collect Jurassic Park dinosaur action figures. So if you have any that are just lying around collecting dust, you know, back from your yesteryear when you wanted to be a paleontologist or an archaeologist or something, and you don't want them anymore, send them my way, because I collect them, and I make them dance and sing to Rihanna's Umbrella, and it's amazing. Yeah, I know, I'm like a 4-year-old girl and I'll never grow up, but whatever, I like collecting toys and dinosaurs, so there. On to Canada. So, I've always wanted to go to Canada, in large part because my mom's family, they're all French-Canadian, and that's part of my heritage. My grandmother and all of her family, they're all from Canada. I've got roots there still, family members that are still living in Canada, or in Mount Sterling, which is really close to Canada. And I'd love to just, you know, trace my roots back, meet some far-flung family members, that sort of stuff. I'm wearing the most cunning hat ever today because it's the most Canadian hat I own. I know it's not exactly Canadian, but I mean, you guys have really cold winters, and you like your hats with the ear flaps and stuff, right? So, sweetest hat ever, totally fits the bill. I've always wanted to go to Canada, too, because I think you guys have just beautiful landscape, beautiful scenery, beautiful nature. I'd love to go, you know, to some of your huge, mountainous, foresty parks, and travel on the coast, and Prince Albert Island and all that. Prince Edward Island. Yes? No? I don't even know. Also, I love the Canadian mindset and the Canadian culture and the Canadian everything. You guys seem so much more laid back and easygoing than us. We're so high-strung and we're so like rush, and we're the police of the world and blah blah blah. And it just seems like you guys in Canada have a much nicer mindset, more low-key, easygoing, you know, loosey-goosey, and I just love that. You guys also have a way better healthcare system than we do. And for someone like me, with my shitty knees, I'd love to come live in a country where I wouldn't be completely raked over the coals and forced to declare bankruptcy because of health bills. I think you guys have a real sweet setup, and I've never heard anything really bad about Canada, you know, opposed to America. You guys really seem to be very friendly and outgoing and on good terms with everybody in the world, unlike us Americans. Also, I love that you guys are francophones. I mean, I really need to work on my French more. I mean, 6 years of French! I should at least be able to conjugate sentences and pronounce things correctly and spell things correctly. I'm so ashamed of myself. I need to get back on the ball and study some more, but I love Canadian bacon. I love Canadian actors. I mean, you guys have some of the most delicious man meat ever. Nathan Fillion, Ryan Rodney Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, Tom O'Pennicott, and his cheekbones of pure diamond. Oh my gosh, as Joss Whedon says, Canadian actors are the most talented gentlemen ever. I need to get myself a strapping lumberjack mountie guy for a husband or something. I love that you guys have mounties. I've always thought mounties were awesome, and I mean way more romantic and fancy than the mounted police in America, which is mainly just in Central Park. I've just always wanted to come to Canada. I think you guys are awesome. And the only main obstacle right now that's keeping me from moving to Canada, pulling up stakes, moving to Canada permanently, is the winters, okay? Because you guys have really cold winters, and I'm not a big fan of winter. I don't like snow, I don't like ice. It'd be kind of a rough time for me, but I definitely want to come visit. I have so many peeps in Canada. The Megans, Sarah and Lynn. I know I'm forgetting other people, and I feel really bad for forgetting, but you guys are awesome. You're some of my best friends on LiveJournal and online, and you guys are just fantabulous. You send me Deadpool comics and Fifth Element soundtracks and funny comics and hilarious macros and music, and I'd love to come visit y'all, because you guys are sweet as, mate, and one of these summers, maybe next summer, I'll actually be able to save up enough money, and I'll totes come and visit you guys. I'll do like a grand tour of Canada or something. I mean, it's cheaper than going back to New Zealand. So yeah, that's my Canada vlog. I really don't know what else to say. I love you guys. I love Canada. I never blame Canada for anything, as, you know, Mike Myers or Trey Parker would want me to believe. No. Canada's awesome. You guys aren't America's hat. You are far superior to America in a lot of ways. And I have nothing but the fondest respects and love for y'all. And from this yank to all you Canucks out there, love ya. Hope to someday come and enjoy and partake of the awesome Canadian culture. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's vlog and the beautiful musical stylings of my favorite Canadian chanteur, Michael Bublé. Check you guys later.